gyms are closed, we're all struggling with equipment, we don't really know what to do with the training, we're running out of motivation. So I thought what I'd do is we'd give you a tour of what is our home gym or our home training room, give you an idea of the kind of equipment that we've got in here, why we've got it, and why you don't actually need any of this to be able to train from home. Okay, so first up, probably the biggest piece of kit we've got in here. This is the only one that's actually bolted to anything, it isn't moving anywhere. We've got the squat rack. This one is from Wolves Fitness. It's fully collapsible, so it will fold flat against the wall. We still use this to put the cars in and out sometimes, so I still wanted that space. Just pop the pins, fold it in, and away you go. We've got the adjustable JPEGs on here, so we can squat from it, we can do bench pressing, we can do shoulder pressing, we can do all the usual stuff you'd think you'd be able to do. It's a rig, a squat rack. We've also got the pull-up bar right on the top, which is great for doing that strict gymnastics work, strict pull-up, strict chest to bar, strict toes to bar. The reason why I'm saying strict is because it's not quite high enough for me to be able to do any kipping movements. If I was going to buy one of these again, or do this again, I'd buy the one that comes out a little bit further away from the wall, sacrifice a bit of space while it's open, and get the one that's a little bit taller, so that we could do exactly that. We could work on that ballistic gymnastics movements. Muscle ups, probably not going to try those on here because the headroom in here is not very big and I'm going to crack my head on that ceiling. So squat rack, definitely a great addition to the home gym. Okay, moving on, next up. Simple, a bench. You can't do bench press without a bench. Well, actually you can, but we'll come to that later on. The main focus of this piece of kit, having a sit down, having a rest, so you can scroll through your Instagram feed. That's what a weights bench is for, is right? There you go. Okay, cool, moving on. The cardio zone. Okay, so what have we got? Well, first up, treadmill. Simple piece of equipment. This is no ordinary treadmill. This is an Assault Air Runner. It is like running uphill the entire time you're on it. Why do I need a treadmill, you ask? Well, you don't need a treadmill at all. I just want one because I'm a little bit lazy. I'm a fair weather runner. If it's not warm and sunny, which it is right now, but it usually isn't, and I want to go for a run, I don't want to go outside and do it. I want to be able to do it in the warm and the dry. So now I can with one of these things. Moving on, second piece of kit, the Concept 2 Bike Erg. This thing is awesome. You can change the damper around with it, intervals, long duration, use it for recovery work, use it as part of your workout. You could do what do you triathletes call them? Brick sessions or something, where you go from bike to run, back to bike, back to run. Well, I can hop from kit to kit and I can simulate those kinds of things all from without having to leave my home. So moving on, the next bit of kit we've got, the rower or the Devil's Chariot. It's standing up like this. Why is it standing up like this? For storage purposes. We want to maximise the amount of floor space we've got in here. So there's a functional training room. Like the rig folds back against the wall, this folds up. We still want to be able to get the cars in and out occasionally at times when we need to. Alright, let's take a look at some of the functional weights and bits and pieces and paraphernalia things that we've got that don't get used that much. Okay, so we've got a selection of medicine balls, 9, 7 and 5 kilo balls. We can do all sorts of things with those, from a wall ball through to using them to help with mobility. We've got a couple of slam balls, 9 kilos, 7 kilos. Again, we can use these for all sorts of things, slamming onto the floor, throwing them against the wall, using them for ab work, all sorts of bits and pieces. A couple of good ab mats, again, Wolves Fitness. Something to think about with an ab mat, guys, when you're using it. It's got a thick bit and a thin bit, or a fat bit and a thin bit. When you're using this, think fat to back. So the fat bit goes in the small of your back, not the other way around. There's a top tip for you. Okay, moving on. Weights. 4 20 kilo plates, 2 20 kilo plates, 2 5 kilo plates. Simple as that. That is all we need. Along with the fractional plates, we've got enough for 137.5 kilos, including the barbell. So that's good for squat, good for deadlift, good for bench if you're feeling that strong. I'd be impressed if you are, well done. Fractional plates are down here, and then we move into the dumbbells. 15s, 22.5s, 25s and 30s. You don't need any more than that. In fact, you don't need dumbbells at all, but if you're going to get them, you want a good selection from light up to heavy so you can maximise your time with your training. Coming back to that middle shelf again, we've got a few odds and sods. Got my lifting shoes. As you can see, they look very new because they don't get used very much. Chalk bag, there's no chalk in there because I don't use it very much, and some sweat bands, meaning things they are. Okay, moving on, let's see what we've got next. We've got the barbell rack. So we've got the obligatory PVC pipe, fantastic for working on that mobility, drilling movement patterns from overhead squat right the way through to working through those passovers. Then we move on to the barbell. We've got a 10 kilo bar and a 20 kilo bar. That's the only difference between the two. One's 10 kilos, one's 20 kilos. If someone tells you that, oh, you're using a man's bar, or oh, why are you using the girl's bar? There's no such thing as a man's bar or a girl's bar. There's just different weights. That's it, simple. And we've got the clips. Pop those on the end of the barbell. Safety first, guys. Don't want your weights falling off the end when you're dumping it overhead, do you? Okay, so here we go. This is the hub of the training room. This is the CrossFit Lineside home training makeshift whiteboard. Actually, it's for doing handstand push-ups, so your feet slide up and down, but we've had to modify and change things around. Scale for life, guys. Why have we got this? I own a gym called CrossFit Lineside. Gyms have been shut down. We can't go there, we can't use it. We still want to provide really good quality training content for you guys. I give you the video briefs. We do those every day. Check them out. They're on the channel as well. And this is where I give the workout description from. So that's what this is for. Simple reasons. Okay, moving on. We're going to move to the rings. A quality set of gymnastics rings. We use rings a lot. You can do everything you want to do with these. Ring rows, push-ups, core work, planks, dips, presses. I've been using these practicing the strict ring muscle ups. Again, we don't have the space in here to do the more advanced kipping version of stuff, but great for drills like that. Okay, so the last piece of kit to tell you about was actually the first piece of kit that went down, and that is the flooring. 40 millimeters thick, 1 meter by 1 meter tiles, super sound deadening, shock absorbing, comfortable on the knees, properly well worth the investment. So if you're going to kit out your home gym, get some decent flooring down first. That's the first place you need to start. So there you have it, guys, a brief tour of our training room at our gym at home. But like I said right at the beginning of this, you don't need all of this stuff at the moment. I know the gyms are closed, I know we're missing training, but use this as an opportunity to enjoy spending your time outside of the gym, spending time with the members of the family that you've got in your household. Do something different, pick up a new skill, try and do something completely different that you wouldn't normally have done. But if you do find yourselves missing the training, then get in touch with us. We'll hook you up with our training program that we use and that we're sending out to all our gym members for them to do at home. You don't need this. What you need is us. We can help you out. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe and comment with your perfect home gym setup that maybe you might want to put together one day. Let us know.